On our last episode of Drenched, we took you on an encounter with all things ancient, from the Mayan ruins of Coba to staring into the mouth of a living prehistoric dinosaur. But today, we're going to give you a taste of van life in Mexico and the amazing places it can take you.
I told you, Daddy, I'm gonna marry you. We'll chase the sun down and turn on the stars. You hold the fire to the...
Morning! We just woke up last night, right after we got done filming, about how excited we were that we would get to sleep on the beach and how nice it was.
We're in the most perfect beach. Look at this white sand.
I know. I can't wait to see what it looks like in the daylight.
About 10 minutes after we were filming, the federales came and they said that we weren't allowed to sleep actually on the beach. So we moved the van and now we're just kind of in like the parking lot area near the beach, which is still really nice. It's a lovely morning in Mexico and we're going diving today, so it's time for us to get ready and tackle the day.
Here's the van, and there is the beach. Not too shabby, am I right?
I told you, Daddy, I'm gonna marry you.
Hola, and welcome to our next cenote dive. This one's called Dreamgate. I'm expecting wonderful things, beautiful things. We've just got all of our gear ready and now we're gonna go down. We're gonna lower the tanks down. They use this cool like pulley system to take all the extra tanks down. Bombs away! Here she comes. Then we're gonna hop in the water. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
We just entered into the first large chamber, and the halocline is set. It looks like it's staring into a mirage. Let's keep going and see what's inside. Check this out, you guys. Can you believe that this place even exists on this planet? That's why I love scuba diving. You get to see the most unbelievable places in the entire planet. So grateful that we get to have this experience. I just can't even put it into words. Every time that I dive in a cave like this, it makes me wonder what it must have been like to be the very first person to just jump in the water, and when they got in, they discovered this. I just can't even imagine what that would feel like.
With each dive that passed in Mexico, we continued to be more and more blown away by the wonders that she stores deep inside these cave systems. It had been a pretty action-packed few days, to say the least, so we decided it was time to unwind a bit, find a chill spot to camp for the night, and crack open a few cervezas.
You are my favorite place to go.
So we found this creepy crawling thing. It's the shell of some sort of beetle. So we got our macro camera out. So if anybody knows what this shell of a beetle is, you let us know.
Hello, little sleepy doggy. Hi. We've been in Mexico now for about a week, and this is the first sunset that we've managed to see because we've been just kind of inland away from the beach. So this is our first beach sunset of the trip, and it's amazing. This is the good life right here, camping on the beach in Mexico with a modela.
Modelo.
With a modelo. Oh, where'd you go?
Just doing my chores. Invited some house guests over. Omid is coming over. We invited them to come over and hang out.
Fan party!
Yeah, so we're gonna make
Little van
some
piggies.
little tostadas
Tostadas.
and drink some cervezas
Cervezas.
and entertain our guests.
Entertain our guests.
Yeah, I'm gonna make some mango, bean, avocado tostadas. You can't get mangoes like this back home. Look how red that is. I had some other stuff. The cheese we forgot to put in the cooler, so it kind of melted.
Our friends Omid and Eugenia arrived, and we got all the fixings ready for a proper Mexican van meal. Apparently, our tortillas were not up to par, however, so Omid showed us how it was done.
It's not camera ready yet. No,
I had a go at making some tacos, and I hand one to Omid. He's like, "All right, you gotta heat up the outside." So, fucking up the whole operation here, guys.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much better did it get?
Way better than it would have been.
Yeah.
It's a
thank
double
you.
decker. Look at it.
it's a double decker.
We got soft taco. We got crunchy.
Señorita,
Head for the sun, follow your footsteps, edge of the world.
Man, it is a gorgeous morning. I love Tulum. This is one of my favorite places that I've ever traveled to. I don't know, it speaks to me for sure. The people here are just genuine and friendly and beautiful. I could see myself here. I could see myself spending a season or two here, just exploring caves and going and trying to find crocodiles. I could see that life for me. We love traveling, we love always being on the move, but sometimes I find a place, I'm like, I get it. I could be here.
My world, show you my world.
Fresh coconut water and grilled peanut butter sandwiches were in order to prepare us for a pretty cool mission we had planned for the day.
Outrun the dark, keep our eyes open, mountains we cross, sail every ocean, anywhere you wanna go.
You got your adventure gear on.
I got my camouflage shirt, you know, and my hipster hat,
Yeah.
you know, and some just really thick
And
jeans.
jeans.
SATs se convierte en mariposas de los azules.
Oh, you definitely feel that.
That is so strange. Wow, you're a beauty.
You ask it.
So you can eat these guys as well.
Frito?
Fried.
Fried.
Con chile.
Y así es,
With
con
chile.
limón y
Lemon juice, chile
Oh, man.
fried. I'd eat one.
Good texture, like a shrimp, maybe.
Sí,
maybe
como
like
un
eating
camarón.
sí, 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 exacto, así es.
Yeah, land shrimp.
Yeah. Hairy land shrimp.
I will introduce you Bronco. And Bronco was playing a little bit in the car about how they found this place in Spanish. He was patrolling the land one day and he found a jaguar. Then he got curious, so he followed it and found this cenote here. And afterwards, they started finding the rest of the ones that we're gonna go to.
We've got our helmets, and we've got our lights, and we just started walking towards the first cave.
We are entering Chibalba.
The underworld.
Oh, it's really steep on this one.
Goodbye, daylight. We'll see you later.
What do you think, Omid?
I'm blown away.
It feels like a privilege to be in here, you know. It looks untouched. Amazing formations. There are paintings that we're not allowed to show anybody. It feels so cool to be like in the Mayan underworld as a visitor.
It's like being in a cenote but above water.
Caves form in this area on the peninsula of Yucatan. Well, it's the type of rock we have here. It's a limestone rock. What happened millions of years ago when the continental plates was shifting, the peninsula of Yucatan got a position that rose out of the water. So everything we see here under in the jungle is coral reef. It's petrified coral reef. Millions and millions of years of sediment over sediment that makes the whole peninsula. These places usually are formed because of passing of waters. Maybe when the sea level was way higher at one point on the earth, this was flooded and started carving the rock here. When the sea level went down, it made these places dry, like we have in this area here, and it's full of stalactites and stalagmites and columns and very interesting formations that we're gonna see along today. In other places, like in Tulum, it is flooded right now, but in the last ice age, when the sea level went down about 500 meters offshore, so the water just dropped down completely in the caves around Tulum. And this is why we have found prehistoric animals like horses, camels, like just a smaller kind of mammoth, and human remains. They have found the oldest lady in America is found nearby Tulum.
So he said that when he's going to come around and give us a cleansing, and then the little bit of copal, which is like a resin from a tree, we're going to throw it in the copal in the fire, and then we give it a good intention.
Mentumbe tu kansa tene enukuch makobo yastu kankint anik lakim tushku holek ino tushku sihle sasililo tiatulakle lunka boba I beishanti atesh yete.
Get the scuba gear.
I know.
We're going in. You never know, man. You never know where this is gonna go. It could all be interconnected. We could end up in Tulum from here.
Such a different experience than exploring these caves underwater. You really get a lot more of a sense of the size of it because you're actually grounded, whereas with diving you can go anywhere you want in the caves. Always fun to see new perspective. Hey little buddy.
Our adventure pooch.
That was amazing. Did you guys like that?
Loved it. He's been here about 14 years?
Yeah.
Something like that?
14 years.
He's seeing new stuff in his own,
oh, wow.
In his own backyard, right?
What did you think about that cave? Did you like it? You did so good. Yeah, you did so good. You're the best cave dog I've ever seen in my whole life. We have arrived. The next destination. Getting ready. Getting my stretches in. I'm pretty excited. Right now I don't feel nervous, but I think maybe once I'm hanging, getting ready to drop, I might be more scared than I think. But Nate's a pro at this. Nate's like totally into climbing and rappelling and stuff. I like it, but I just need this much encouragement to go. But once we get down there, it's gonna be totally worth it. Okay. You got this, girl.
Ahí te vas soltando poco a poco. Baja más la mano. Ahí.
El otro igual.
There she goes.
Woo! Cruising, baby. You got this.
These caves just keep getting cooler and cooler. Every time we keep going, I think, oh, this is the best. And then you go into the next area and it's even bigger and more beautiful and more dramatic.
We're gonna go climb down through a little tunnel into a sacred room where we can't take photos, but or videos. So a lot of archaeological things in here. It's a hard word of the day, archaeological apparently. but it is sticky and humid and gorgeous down here. We went into this cave, which is supposed to be sacred Mayan ground. I can describe it. They didn't want any photos or any video of that because, again, it's sacred and there's actually a lot of artifacts down there. We get back there and there's Mayan handprints all over the place. Like that they had used some sort of charcoal to like imprint their hand into the walls of it. The center of that room, there's this giant is the biggest pillars that we had seen in any of the caves. It was just amazing. So we're in there, we're enjoying it, we're talking about, you know, how this is supposed to be the passageway to the underworld. So supposedly, if you go down the 2 passages, you'll find human skulls and things like that. So we decided to turn off all of our lights. I had this like feeling coming over me of like, oh man, I'm in this 1,000-year-old sacred place, and it was absolutely breathtaking. But so we turn off our lights and we're sitting in the dark and just listening to our own breath for minutes. Okay? Well, we turn back on the lights and there is a snake. Wasn't there before. The guide said he's pretty confident that that's venomous, so we got out of there pretty quickly right after that. I didn't want to really talk about it at the time because it was, I don't know, it kind of weirded me out, and I don't get weirded out ever.
Can't believe we just saw a snake in this cave. That was the last thing that I expected to see.
It's a sand dollar.
And this is the proof this place was underwater.
Oh, bat.
Oh! Watch out for those bats, they'll get you.
It's where a root used to come through,
Yeah.
and then the root died.
Going down into the cenote. I'm so excited. Here we go. This is the entrance to the cenote. This is so cool. How is it?
That's what we needed after a hot day in caves.
I can't even believe, like, when we first walked down, you know, you just kind of feel like you're going into this dark hole, and then when you get down here, it's so massive. I think I could live in here. This is amazing. I'd be one happy little diver if I could just have a house down here.
Tune in next time and find out what I like to get up to when Nate's away.